All right.
Okay.
I am just waiting for
we're live.
this. I'm assuming we're live too, but I'm just waiting for the screen share. There we go. Okay, I see the game up on the screen. Welcome, everybody. My name is Zericc, and I am going to be speedrunning any percent Solar Jetman Hunt for the Golden Warp Ship. I am joined by Bug Doctor.
Hello there.
And
I'm going to hopefully be commentating whenever Zericc needs to focus. So
absolutely, and I will need to focus the entire time. So I'm not going to say a whole lot while we go through all of this. I'm going to try and be quiet. For anyone who's ever visited my stream when I'm speedrunning, I classically die all the time because I'm trying to interact with chat. So I'm also not going to look at chat. I'm just going to look at the game and try not to listen to Bug Doctor even talk and just go through this. This is a really cool game. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time introducing it because you'll get to see a bunch of it. What I will say is that there's a trick I got to pull off right at the beginning. We're gonna try and do that. It might take me one or two attempts to get that trick pulled off, and then we'll be off to the races for the rest of the run.
Yep.
I will leave it there and try and do that now, and then Bug, you can jump in here and chat all you want.
Yeah, for sure.
And just for a timer here, I'm going to reset the game, and then Dave, I'll tell you to start in just a second here. So I'm not going to give you a 3, 2, 1. I'll just tell you to start the timer, but nowhere to be too exact. Okay, here we go. And start.
All right, so the first thing that Zericc's going to try to do here is actually do a specific timed trick to get this shield emitter back up to his mothership, and also have enough time to get to a warp. There's a warp zone that can be accessed from this first stage that leads all the way to Planet 7. This game is split up into a number of planets. So hitting this warp basically takes you halfway through the game. So, but it's only there for like 40 seconds. So hopefully, oh, there it is.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh my god!
Just kind of drifted by it. So as you can tell, this game is very inertia based. So it's very hard to control, and yeah, it's kind of similar to asteroids in some respect. But then you got to factor in gravity. Gravity is different on every single planet. Sometimes it's backwards, sometimes it's incredibly harsh gravity, and most of the planets we're going to deal with have very heavy gravity. So as you can see, he's struggling a little bit to make any sort of vertical gain here. Part of that is from the gravity of this planet, which is called Chorlton, my favorite planet, of course. Part of it's because he was towing that fuel pod. So. Oh no,
I don't mean to interrupt. My rocket fuel. It's going. No, it's fine actually.
Yeah. So one of the main thing that you are trying to do in this game is find fuel pods on every planet and get those back to your ship. Whether that be from delivering them directly to the ship or through specific warp points that just kind of transport them there automatically. So in each one, you usually have to get like 3 or 4 different fuel pods. So yeah, this Chorlton planet here is like the beefiest one that we deal with. It's extremely long. Definitely the biggest section of the run. And also quite stressful. There's a lot of different factors. Got some stressful enemies and other various factors that need to be dealt with. But
a lot of one-hit kills. They do a lot of random one-hit kills, which can be frustrating for new players, especially.
Yeah. So basically, if your ship takes any stray hit, whenever it has its shield down, it just explodes, and you lose that ship. So you can find replacement ones kind of scattered around the stages from time to time, which we are going to make use of in this level specifically. At least I think so.
Very likely.
But
oh, it's okay. If the pod explodes here, we're still good. Yeah. Good.
Okay, so when the pod explodes, you have the titular Jetman, who's way easier to control.
Oh my god, it's so much easier. If we could just do Jetman the whole time, it would be perfect.
It'd be fantastic. But he can't. He cannot tow anything, which is the problem there. You need your ship to be able to take anything with it. So yeah, it's a little bit little bit of a trade-off when you have the Jetman. Sometimes it's actually useful to have him instead of the ship. But yeah,
Oh God.
that was stressful.
We're so close to death just so often here. Yeah.
Yeah, literally any stray shot will be an unwanted death. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. That was a really good fuel delivery. It like didn't even move from its clock position where it was relative to your ship, and got it right into that warp point there. So head to the west here, and as you can see, Zericc has dropped his shield. The shield actually also increases your hitbox size, so when you have it off, it's easier to kind of sneak through the tricky architecture, and you can activate it anytime again by just pressing down on the controller. These big green dudes, I call them Hulks. They are very annoying obstacles where they kind of just occupy a large amount of space, usually right in your way, and also fire missiles. Like this one here, but we're going to just kind of... That was perfect, actually. That was really quick to get through that. So Zericc took an intentional death there. That missile chasing it had me stressed out. Oh, man. Spray can also. But yeah, getting hit there and then just using the Jetman to get down to the spare pod is a really fast way to get through that section instead of struggling through with the pod. And also, something to note here is that we're underwater in this part of the planet, which completely alters the way the physics work. So there's also that to factor in. There's a lot of things going on in this game.
I know that in all other games, water levels are like beloved and everyone really likes them, but in this game, we don't like it.
Yeah. So we went through that warp, and now we're kind of in this little subsection here, where we're actually going to find a piece of the golden warp ship or warship, whatever the heck you want to call it, depending on whether you're looking at the instruction book or not. So that giant kind of tent-shaped object is a piece of the golden warp ship, and Zericc has to take this over to one of the drop-off points over here. Very smooth, very smooth. And it's really good. So he went like in a straight line there, basically, line that up. If you're trying to kind of turn or anything like that while you have one of the warp ship pieces, it's incredibly hard because it has like a really crazy heavy inertia that messes with your ship, basically. Yeah, that was really smooth. So that's really good. Really solid Charlton. Yeah,
one thing I do want to say, and I know that a lot of folks will say this about any speedrun, but if you have, say you got you have a copy of this game or you have an emulator at home for the NES, I implore you to open this game up and give it a shot, even for 5 minutes, because it is harder than it looks. And I know that's like, I'm not trying to gloat. Tricky, yeah. I'm just saying it's just a hard game, but it's so fun. So it's also worth giving a shot.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I played it for the first time a few years ago, and I had an absolute blast with it. It's tense, but also incredibly fun and rewarding to get through. So, but yeah, so we're just leaving the planet now. Got the warp ship piece, and so we're heading to... Well, first of all, we're going to buy some things. You'd buy some upgraded bullets and also an upgraded thruster, which we're going to equip immediately, and then use that to kind of stay at the top of this stage. This stage is incredibly quick. It's called Shish Kebab. We're just going to fly to a warp in the top right, and then head to the next planet in the stage order here. But if you don't have the double strength thruster, you actually can't manage to get up to it. No. On to the next planet. This is actually a bonus planet called Year-Round or Year-Owned. I don't exactly know.
I think it's a reference to like Year-Owned, like internet slang, but this game also was made a really long time ago, so it would have been very early internet slang.
Yeah. So we have to actually just do this stage normally. The first fuel pod we're going to pick up is down here. And actually, Zericc's going to kind of get a whole bunch of these fuel pods at the exact same warp point and set them up to all kind of go in pretty quickly. So
One thing I want to just jump in here and say something about, because you'll see me turn the pods engines off all the time, and it is a momentum game. But one of the things that's important to note is that there's a speed cap going left and right all the time.
Yes.
And there's no drag. So once you get to the maximum speed, there's no point in having the rockets on. It just makes it more unpredictable.
Yeah. So yeah, just grab this fuel pod here. And so you kind of have to like drift underneath and then deactivate and reactivate the shield to then grab the fuel pod, which puts it into the warp there. Yeah, because you can't tow anything if you have your shield up, which is again part of the trade-off. There's a lot of like factors you got to consider when you're working your way through this game. There's a lot of stuff going on along with the physics. So yeah, so I'm just gonna head kind of right down this chasm here. And hopefully sneak into a little tiny pit right by a very large enemy here.
Yeah.
Which can be tense, but it's not too bad. Kind of have to blast this. There's a gravity well down there, and then
there we go.
Sneak by that big old ship. Nice, good job.
You can go a bit faster, but that's the safest way to do it, I think.
Yeah. And then you can blast that thing. So we have our upgrade bullets, which just absolutely melt stuff. Our base bullets would have taken way longer time.
Okay.
Just random.
This is a bit of the RNG that can
up.
screw you. Is those little green ball things? There we go.
Yeah, they can just show up. A bunch of enemies can just show up sometimes and ruin your day. So now Zericc just has to head over to the exit. One of the things that's kind of concerning in this stage is the fuel level or your health level, which are shared. So that F meter basically at the bottom is both health and fuel. If you run out, obviously your pod explodes, but we need the pod in order to tow the warp ship piece in this area that we're coming up to. So sometimes you're a little bit low on it in this stage, which can be problematic. But I think it'll be pretty good here. Those red things are repulsors. They push you away from them, so it can be a pain in the ass to get into that warp point between the two repulsors.
Yeah, usually playing casually, you'd kill them. You wouldn't just try to fly between them, but it's faster to do it the way I do it. So.
Yeah. We got these. Oh,
that's bad.
I'm stressed. So these laser beams do a ton of damage. And so do these like pincer kind of things. So don't have much fuel. So Zericc's going to try and conserve as much as possible. Because as long as you're not actually boosting, you don't use much fuel.
Yeah.
This is about as tight as this could be, actually.
Okay. Please. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
You got this.
There we go.
Beauty. That's actually perfect. Holy jeez. So now we're actually going to destroy the pod here. Oh no, we don't. That's right.
No, don't need to.
I'm
going to try and do this to get a bit more money so we can have some safety. But yeah, no, that was tense.
Yeah, that was actually stressful. Because when you lose a pod, you lose all the upgrades it has. So that's why you don't want to lose a pod, especially in that kind of situation. And yeah, we only have like only basically use as much money as we have, which is not much in this. So
I mean, if you play casually, there are even like different pods you can get. They're like you have like all these extra powers, all this really cool stuff you can do. And in the any percent run, at least, we just don't do any of that.
Yeah, we use a basic ass pod, which makes it incredibly difficult. But that was good. Good fuel conservation there. So now we're actually going to head back. That was stage 13, and now we're actually heading back to stage 12. And this is the actual like final traditional stage. It has incredibly heavy gravity to the point where if you actually like die here and have to restart here with the password, the gravity is too much to even. I don't think you can even complete it if you have to
You
restart.
can't.
Here.
You can barely leave the mothership at all.
It's
essentially reset over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a super oversight, or maybe it's intentional. I don't know. Rare being jerks, but yeah. So head up here, grab our first fuel pod, and yeah. Oh, random sphere.
I've never
just
seen
showing
that guy
up.
come. This is what classic
Same.
marathon. Never seen that before.
I've never seen one there before, and I've speedrun this a little bit, not nearly to the extent that Zericc has, but yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
One of
But
those
maybe
things
we'll
show
say
up
that if anyone is interested in speedrunning this game, we are happy to help you learn it. There's a lot of fun stuff. There's a really cool warpless run too, where you get to visit all the different planets. And there is even a 100% category. It's like 3 hours long, but it's also cool if you wanted to try it. So there's a lot of room in the speedrun world for this game.
Yeah.
I want to kill that thing maybe, but
yeah, these. I guess he just.
Whoa, that's fine.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's not me panicking. But yeah, so we have this fuel pod. You have to sneak through this.
Oh man.
Nice,
okay.
good job. That was close, but good job. That thing will basically. I think it's a one-hit kill, right? It'll just destroy your ship. Yeah.
Everything about that is bad news.
Yeah. And then here in this water section, there's also potential for these random pink spheres to show up, which hopefully they don't. The water here is really weird. It like reverses gravity, I think.
Yeah, it does. So like I'm getting pushed up the whole time
upward.
rather than pushed down.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Fuck me. Okay, we're fine.
Okay, it's all right. Yeah.
The laser thing's behaving weird, so I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah. So take this fuel up to the drop-off point here. Ooh. And then head basically all the way up to the top.
You die.
Wow.
No, that's bad. What we're going to do here is
bad.
we're going to do a safety strat, actually.
Okay.
Because I got extras.
Yep. Good stuff. So those
it actually doesn't lose a bunch of time because we had to do some traveling anyways.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, those things that we've been dropping off the fuel pods into, you can also go into when you're just the Jetman dude, and it will just take you back to your ship, which is pretty good. That's good adaptation actually. These things are just chasing you down.
Yeah. If you hit them once, usually they go away. I don't know why they do that. Oh, they didn't. They're fucking proving me wrong. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Marathon stuff, right?
Yep. Yes. So now we're heading basically up to the top. Very top of the stage.
16 and a half here. Give me 1 sec to do that.
That's
okay.
Wait, you can count that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half. Okay, there we go down.
That should put us pretty much right near the fuel pod.
Yep. Oh, I'm not doing
maybe.
It's
well, it's
right
somewhere
here.
around here. There it is. Yeah, destroy those things.
You can actually keep those things alive because we do want to take a pod death here, but it's so precarious. It's like one of the things you do in a run when you like maybe you're up or not, like you're like kind of on par, and maybe you'll save 10 seconds. But
yeah, yeah. So we're gonna take another intentional death here, and then this will be our last set of thrusters and
we're on our way
titanium bullets. But we're good. Normally in this stage, you only use you don't. We would have like even an extra one, but yeah, it's good that we have the third set here. Yeah, good to go down this like kind of this watery pathway, which is really not that bad. There's like these wall turrets here, but they kind of take forever to react, so they're not even that threatening unless you slow down and wait for them. Yeah, those ones just don't even can't even shoot fast enough. There's some like gravity wells and repulsors that mess up your path through here, but it's actually pretty smooth.
Mm-hmm. Once you learn it, you can get it pretty much every time.
Yeah.
It's when you see enemies and then you're like, okay, you have to consider it, what do you do, and then they start interacting with you. But if you're going fast enough, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Earthworm Jim flashbacks. Yeah, yeah. Definitely some down the tubes vibes. Yeah, use a drop in the shield to just get by some of these thinner pathways. And now we're in this weird, like, kind of hive-looking area.
Yeah. It definitely feels like they had art assets that they're like, where the fuck do we put these?
Yeah.
At the end of the last level.
Let's put this weird maze. I don't know. Yeah, so just have to kind of navigate this maze, which I guess the whole game is basically a huge maze. But basically have to go down to the left corner, bottom left corner, and then all the way back to the right. There's not many enemies down here. Some of them are like dangerous ones, but there's really not too much to worry about. Remember the first time I got to this area during my casual playthrough, I was like super low on fuel, and I was like, God, it was super tense. This game has some really good tense moments actually. Yeah, just kind of make our way through, and then there's going to be all these kind of pathways upward. So Zericc's going to shoot one sphere right there, and then the one after that is going to go up. Yeah.
Sometimes people count the ones that go up, and like they have different ways to remember which one to do. But
navigating is tricky. In the game, normally casually, you'd actually get a map system which helps you figure it out. So this will lead to the last mini area to get the final piece of the warp ship. Now, obviously, we skipped a bunch of planets, but you don't have to. It like auto gives you the ones from the planets you skipped. So we do have them all, except for the one that we're about to pick up. It's a bunch of repulsors and gravity wells here, and these like spray can enemies that can chase you down and shoot you. But Zericc's is going to blast them to make sure it's a little bit safer.
There's a blue one that despawned there. I'm going to have to fight on the way up, but that's okay. Going to attract me at the same time. There we go. Good.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Annoying.
Yeah.
You just have to get it on the way back if it despawns. So.
Yeah. We're taking this warp ship piece up to the top left warp, and then we're in the final area of the game after this, which is an auto scroller where you can die if you just touch the wall. So at this point, I'm basically going to let Zericc focus in hopes that we get through this okay. The walls will kill in one hit. The asteroids won't, thankfully.
Those will come down here now that I didn't kill them all.
Yeah. Yeah, the asteroids kind of like circle back and home in sometimes. And also disappear randomly.
Okay. That's the most tense part of the run right there.
Yeah.
We have a strap for it now, but...
the Zericc maneuver.
Totally fucking random. Yeah, we call it the Zericc maneuver, which I'm not going to fight because I did actually come up with that shit, so...
Yeah, it was good. Anything to make it consistent. Yeah, and the freaky thing about this auto-scroller is it's obviously not just straight, it's weaving through all these caves, and you can definitely get caught off guard by various things as you make your way through.
A lot of these things, when they explode, where the asteroids go is not determined, so they can be random. It can be like back at you, it can be in your way.
Yeah.
I'm going to shut the fuck up, though. This is tense. Sorry, Dave. I don't know if we're supposed to swear or not.
He was swearing. He was swearing to Bucky. I heard him.
Yeah, there you go.
Good. That was good. I was scared you were going to take damage from those, but you got it.
Yeah, essentially you have to double tap the asteroids.
Because
they're going to launch their little asteroids off after them.
Yeah. We're basically through,
Now,
right?
yeah, we are basically through. If you ever got to a last boss of a game and then been like, wait, why are we fighting this person? This is like the epitome of that. Like, I don't have any idea what the motivation is that we kill this asteroid thing.
Yeah, I don't know. So we gotta shoot this giant asteroid poop monster in its 5 eyes. The 5 eyes will open randomly. And yeah, not in any sequence whatsoever. So you just kind of have to hope. And usually what will happen is you'll be firing at one, and it's closed for forever. And then as soon as you move away, it'll open.
Yeah, it's fucking super weird and annoying.
Nice, there's one now. And very randomly, one can occasionally despawn. So sometimes you enter this fight and you only have to actually kill 4 of them. But that did not happen here. Good. But yeah. One hit there from an asteroid, but it's okay. We only got... The way this thing moves is tricky because the camera's like pushing you around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
They just will not open their eyes. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
Imagine you do get to
good.
world record pace in this game, and then you get to this for like...
Yeah.
It's that's the way it is.
Alright, it's shaken. Just one more. It's like...
Oh my god.
Oh, that was close. Each asteroid will hit you for basically a quarter of your health, so Zericc's got a few hits left that he can
There
take.
we go.
Nice,
Time.
good stuff. There it is. Time.
Oh, God.
Good job,
Oh, the
man.
last
Holy
boss.
jeez.
So before like we wrap up with my stuff, I just want to say a big thank you to Junkyard Dave for doing this. This is my first time ever being in a speedrun marathon. Huge thank you to Bug Doctor for commentating.
No problem.
And yeah, thank you for everyone for watching. We also, Bug Doctor and I run a speedrun club called Board Boosters. If you're interested in speedrunning and you don't yet, or if you're interested in speedrunning and you want to do more, you should check it out. Junkyard Dave's also been a part of that and was a huge part of getting us going and stuff. So thank you again for that as well. And thank you, everybody.